Hello, boys and girls. My name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Monstrum. Now, we know that we are up against the Fiend this time around, and we are already partially done with collecting what we need to escape via the, what's it called? The helicopter. Because we've already found the helicopter keys. And, oh shit. That was fast. We already found the helicopter keys and unlocked the helicopter. But we do not yet have the bolt cutters that we need to free the helicopter of its chains or open up the cargo containers that will get us the fuel pump. Got another note, though, which would be note number 9. That one we have read in the past. The only notes we're missing are number 3, 13, 14, and 15. At least that's what my notebook here says. We're also missing quite a few audio logs. I don't know if the one we listened to in the last video is one that we had listened to before or not. Is there anything else? Alright. Oh, nice. We've got a gas tank. The gas tank is something we're going to... Oh, shit. The gas tank is something we're going to need in order to escape via the helicopter. I just saw some lights flickering down there. Uh-oh. Let's sneak down this way and be prepared to run. And in fact, let's close some doors as we go, in the hopes that doing so will slow him down if he is currently trying to find me and is very close. Oh. This is definitely one of my favorite horror games, even though it makes me very nervous to actually play. I think the next time we swing by the helicopter section up there, I'm going to drop off this gas tank, because I don't really need to carry it on me right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to do that right now. Yeah, because our inventory was otherwise full. I think he might be pretty close to us right now. The lights aren't flickering, but his music is coming. And I don't actually know... Wow, these loud thumpy footsteps on the stairs are definitely different. I'm gonna go further down because we haven't been to the cargo hold itself yet. And I think it's going to take him a short while to get down here himself. That is super loud. I also want to turn all of these off as quickly as I can. Or at least as soon as I can. Because I don't want to have to stop for any steam vents while trying to run away from this guy. Because this guy has telekinesis, which means... I just heard the loud hum of him being nearby. And I remember last year, our first run was actually against the Fiend, and he was able to almost immediately kill us in the cargo hold because we accidentally climbed directly up into his pocket. So, you know what? Let's run back to the other end of the ship. Because somehow he followed us all the way down into the cargo hold almost immediately. So I want to put as much distance as I can between us and then try to explore some of this area. I keep forgetting F is the use key, E is the lean key. Nice! So I got an extra large backpack now. The bad news being there's nowhere to hide in that room. Oh. I think I got lucky in that one too. Alright, we actually have a place to hide in here. If we need to, cans. There's another fuse. Don't know if I'm going to end up needing that. Put that down. I can't hide in those. Can hide under here. We got another note. Note 13. Note 13 is new. Holy shit. There's like nothing else in here. So let's go into the table and read a note. Ben, for the last 2 nights on the 04, I wonder if that's midnight to 4 a.m. shift. I've felt sure I was hearing a woman's voice out there. Have you heard anything starboard? Thomas. Starboard. Alright. I don't see any flickering lights. But that, like, creepy background music is right there. At least I'm getting rid of most of the cameras that would otherwise be annoying us. There's another egg timer. Some beds to hide under. No lockers. No directly flickering lights, but the lights do seem darker. Oh, crap. Alright, thankfully I have another fuse. Which means we can get in here. Well, we have the bicycle pump, but we do not have anything directly relating to I just heard something. I'm a little nervous because this room is like at the end of a little dead end. And, oh shit, the light's flickering. Let's spend a little time in the locker, why don't we? So, yes, we have the pump and the duct tape, which means that we can seal up the life raft and we can fill the life raft. I remember seeing the chain was in a room that you had to put some sort of distraction item behind so that the monster would break it. But that was also at the end of a kind of annoyingly long hallway. I'm not sure exactly where it was either. I think it might have been on the deck above the cargo hold. Like the deck that we started the game off on, but I'm not sure. So we are actually fairly close to being able to escape via the life raft again. I'm not sure if it comes down to it, if we're just going to say screw it and escape with the life raft, or if we're going to keep working on like the helicopter and submarine. I really would not like to go into the cargo hold unless I absolutely have to. And it looks, you know, the lights aren't flickering anymore. And I don't hear him. Oh. That friggin' music, though. It's hard to tell. Because, in the original, like, Slender Man games, the music would slowly ramp up the further you got in the game. Like, the more of the, 8 pages you had collected. In Monstrum, I can't tell if the music follows the monster, or if the music just kind of slowly ramps up as you play. Because, the monsters do have their own sort of audio cues. Like this one has the loud humming sound whenever it's nearby because it's, you know, hovering by. Then there's the stomping footsteps of the brute, or the scrabbling inside the vents sound of the hunter. I am going to try and get out of this area. Which, yeah, that is a very dangerous goddamn hallway. I think I hear the humming. Some sort of a radio room with another audio log. Okay. Is there anything? There's another breakable. Let's listen to the audio log.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Still in that work shift, but doing some solo work at the bottom of the ship. I decided I wanted some company. This is stupid. Right. Deck 1 valves all seem secure. No leakages or pressure buildups. Hopefully Chekhov started up the engine room and I can get the hell out of here. Hey, Chekhov. If you find this and I'm dead, you can keep the recorder. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh, shit!
I won't lie. That is some fairly terrible voice acting. Also, I kind of wish that there was an audio level to adjust that was just the voice work. Because that was also very goddamn loud. Alright, the lights just flickered for a second. I'm a little nervous, but yeah. I kind of wish that I could lower the volume of the voice stuff there, because that is exceptionally loud, even in my ears, and I think I've got the game volume at basically maximum, with the music toned down just a little. You actually move fairly quickly in a crouch. Do we have any more new notes? 21? No, that's already there. I do have to remember to write down note 13 and whatever audio logs I've been finding, because the audio logs are not... Oh, here he comes. The audio logs are not labeled as you find and listen to them. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I can barely see the lights flickering. What's nice is when the lights are flickering, sometimes you also get the audio cue of like a little electrical discharge, like static or something. So that kind of helps you know that, yes, the lights are doing something, because it's not always easy to notice. Alright, the lights have stopped flickering. Is it a centaur? No, it's a guy on a horse. Alright, I don't... Oh. The lights just flickered and then went back. See, now the music is picking up again. Do I have... No, I've only got the one distraction item. Damn it. If I had picked up the other one, then I could drop one, like, right outside the door. And... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's hide time. But yeah, I could drop one right outside the door. And hopefully he would find it, and then break it, and then go elsewhere on the ship looking for me. So, anytime you're up against a thing, like, it kind of moves your handheld item closer to yourself, which I do think is a really nice, like, touch of realism. But I noticed that, like, as you're going across this... So why is my guy, like, breathing heavy like he just ran a marathon? Shit. I want to escape, but I also know that, like, if he's at the end of the hallway, he's just going to straight up murder me if I open that door. Alright, that one's a covered camera. That one's covered. Nothing special in the bathroom, but I hear him. I can hear the hum, and I saw the lights dim just a little bit. I don't know what that occasional, like, booming sound is. I'm not sure if cargo ships settle the same way that houses do. So it's hard to tell if, like, if that's a natural sound or if that's meant to unsettle you. When I first heard it earlier, I think in, like, the first video, it made me think that maybe the brute was who I was facing. But it was only a single boom and not, like, a series of booming steps. I think he's around here on that, in that left hallway. I also kind of wish that, like, the clicking of the flashlight and the shining the beam, like, out of the locker would get his attention. That was a very loud ambient noise. But if light drew them in as well, then that would mean that the glow stick would be a very dangerous thing to use, because you can't just turn the glow stick off like you can the flashlight. Alright. The hum is gone. I'm not sure if he went upstairs or downstairs. I think he went up because that door was open. shit. I think this is the level of the ship that leads out to the area that has the life raft. And I think he's been kind of wandering around that section. And the lights cut out just as I was taping up that camera. So I had a feeling that he was on his way over. I don't know if taping up the cameras makes any sound that he can actually detect either. It's one of those things, it's like, it's very... It's hard to know what makes sound and what doesn't, but it's also hard to separate the part of your mind that knows that what you're playing is just a collection of game mechanics and not reality. Like, in reality, you know, the clicking of a flashlight or the shining of a beam or, you know, ripping a piece of duct tape is going to make a lot of noise. In the game, it's hard to tell if that actually does. But it looks like we are out of time for this video. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.